Welcome back to 3 Pound Fishing, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you want to bring it to the next level, consider the membership. Just hit the join button. We do a lot of videos when we're out there just for the members. But today what we're going to be doing is talking about crappie and catching big crappie. So when I go out by myself, which is what we're about to do, yes, there's some things you can't control. Sometimes you're going to get a smaller crappie to bite. But what I always do when I come out here for these videos is I'm always trying to target bigger crappie. So we're going to talk about the things that I do to try to make that happen. Now, like I said before, you don't really have control over sometimes what fish is going to bite it, but we're always looking down through the pile, and I'm always looking for those bigger fish. And these are some of the things that I do to try to make them bite. So we're fairly early in the morning, roughly around 6:30. I am very excited about one thing, guys. We have new jigs on the website. These are all the new colors, total 40 now. One of the things I do is I slow up presentation. So I'm super stoked to try some of these new colors. This one's called Pumpkin, so this is the one we're gonna try. No, I've never tried it before, so today is the first day. But if it hits, it hits. And I like the looks of it, and so that's what we're gonna start with. But we're gonna try to cycle through some of these just to see which ones are hitting right now. Of course, every part of the year, this is a loop knot, by the way, everyone's gonna act just a little bit different. But I was really excited about this pumpkin one, so I wanted to try it out. So we're gonna look at slow presentation with a 1/16 ounce jig. All of these are available at 1/32 as well, so that's a smaller size. So that's what we're gonna do. We're targeting big crappie. Hope everybody had a great 4th. Let's get out there. Here he comes. Wow. Absolutely played him with the pumpkin. He's an eater, but a good eater. And that was just great to pick that guy out of the pile. Slow presentation. Now, every lake is going to be built differently. Let's talk about that for a second. Now, I'll be the first one to admit it. Any lake south of Mississippi, for the most part, are just going to be big fish lakes. So the definition of a big fish on lakes north of Memphis, in my opinion, it's just a little different, okay? Just being totally real with you. On my home lake, anything between a 14 and a 16-inch crappie, that's a tournament fish. You go down to, Grenada, they're throwing those back, right? So always remember that whatever lake you're fishing, they all fish a little different, and you've got to take that into account. So what we did there was, of course, no split shot. We talked about slow presentation. So no split shot up here. I'm not trying to whip it through there. I'm trying to go really, really slow, because especially this time of year when you've got water temperatures roughly around 85 to 90, you'll see that will change even throughout this episode. I want to slow that presentation down, because I think big fish, they're smarter fish, because that's how they got big, and they really need time to look, evaluate the bait. And if it's a lot of times, these fish will just hide right inside of structures. Obviously those ones I'm going to pay most attention to. They come out of the dirt. There we go. They come out of the dirt. They tend to be a better fish. Nice slow presentation. Slow presentation and a solid eater. So we haven't hit a giant yet, but that's okay. We're trying. What we are going to do is we're going to change up colors. I did like the pumpkin, but I've always been interested in like black and white combination ones, so we're going to try this guy out now. And just because I didn't show it to you when I was doing the initial one, here's the loop knot real quick. Goes through the eyelet right there. Have to have good eyes for that. Okay. We're gonna dangle it right here. I've always said there are other better ways. Twist it around 4 or 5 times. We might have went 6 times. It does not matter. Grab your jig, pull it right back to the loop you held with your finger. Right back through there. Get everything through that loop knot. And then we call that the GABA stuff, and that's where you're deciding where exactly that loop knot's gonna go. And I like it as close as possible, and that's a pretty darn good one. That's pretty good right there. We snip off the excess, and we're good to go. This is what we're going to be fishing with right here. I think that's a pretty good looking jig. I get rid of that extra little tag there, but outside of that, it looks pretty darn good. Now, as this water temperature falls, these fish will continue to get more and more finicky, at least on my home lake. A lot of times I'll move to other lakes shortly after the month of July, just because it gets pretty darn difficult here. They really become susceptible to the water heat. So here we got one on you. Come on, buddy, stay with me. Don't give up on him. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good little pile right there. Good fish here, guys. First slab of the day. Big fish. Identifying big fish. Look at that. That thing's beautiful. That's what we were looking for. And it might be that they want, that is a good fish right here. On my lake, that's a fantastic fish. We're going to let them go. Obviously, downsizing might be the key here. We don't know yet, but we actually switched out to this pretty and pink color right here, down to a 1/32 ounce. It's available on both sides, but this one is the one that's caught the biggest fish so far, so we're going to go again. Here we go. All right, just an eater, but she's deep. She's deep. All right, one of the great things about these new jigs is that they are available in multiple sizes, and because we are struggling with the 1/16, we are going to go back to a 1/32. So I'm going right back to the pumpkin. They're almost all available in 1/32 and 1/16 now, 40 different colors. It's really awesome. And these fish do not want to close the gap on a bigger bait. At least that's what I'm going with right now. So we are going to give it a rip potato chips with a 1/32 ounce with a split shot. So we're going to go back to our typical jig, and that's what we are, our setup. That's a number 7 split shot right here, and we're going to see if that's the key. Boom! We're back on pumpkin. So a lot of times we run into problems when you start seeing bait fish that are right on top of piles like this, right? If you see that, what does that tell me? It tells me that these fish are getting fed minnows at any point that they want to eat. And if you look around, although I really do like how fishy this area is, look how much bait fish is around this area. So these fish are getting to eat at any point. Now it doesn't mean you can't get these fish to bite. I'm just saying that you better be coming with something real, and you better be prepared for somewhat of a finicky bite, because these fish basically have bait fish readily available everywhere on the screen. I mean, look at this. So if I can stop hitting the, look, all bait fish, bait fish. Now there are parts of this that I do like. I do like a fishy area, but I think what we're running into right now is just that there's a lot of readily food available for these fish. So the bite is finicky. So I think we're going to move to try to find an area that doesn't have that. There we go. Come on, buddy, move. Wrong one. Still good fish. All right, guys. Overall, I wouldn't say that we've caught the biggest fish today, but we had a great time on the water. Check out those Let's Go Fishing packs. The hammer and the striker are an incredible rod this time of year. Deep summer crappie, target the big ones. Small piles, deep. They tend to want to hang around by themselves. And I'll tell you what, when you get it on a day where fish are actually super aggressive, it doesn't get any better. It just doesn't get any better. As you know, this summer we'll be going to a couple different lakes. I know Lake Fork's going to be one of them for sure. We've got some other ones that are coming up as well. Look forward to doing that with you guys. Take it easy. Have a great one.